Welcome to part 2 of our video tutorial on using the Etsy Payments dashboard. If you've already done part 1, then you'll know we covered how to set up your folders and how to download your data. So now in part 2, I want to talk you through how we actually set up the file for the first time, because the first time you use it, there's a few little settings that we need to go through. So let's go back to File Explorer and find the file that we started downloading last time. So you can see, if you remember quickly from last time, we set up the Etsy information folder. You can call your folder whatever you like to call it. Created the 2 new folders and we downloaded our data into there. So if I go into here now, you can see that I've downloaded all of the deposits information for 2018 and through to April 2019. And in our Etsy Payments folder, these are your monthly statements from your payments account. Again, we've got from October 2018 through to April 2019. Right, so we're ready to start using the template. So let's double click the template and get it open in Excel. Right, so the first thing you can see when you open it up is that you get a security warning. This is fine, you're going to get this all the time, and the reason you get it, the active content it refers to is just the fact that it's linking to files outside of this one, so basically the information that you've downloaded from Etsy. And also there's a couple of programs written into here just to do these refresh buttons, so you need to enable the content before you can start using it. Otherwise nothing will work. You'll hit the buttons and you'll get nothing. So you need to enable the content. So just a quick couple of setup points. Put in your Etsy shop name, your business name. So I'm Made on the Common. I'm based in the UK. So using this little drop down box, I'm going to select British pounds. You can select dollars, euros, or if you use another currency that's not listed here, I'd just suggest leaving it blank. So let's click there. Right, opening balance. To start using the file, we need to know what your opening balance is on your payment account, and this will either be as of the 1st of October 2018 or it will be the first month of your download. Now I'm going to put my balance in here. Just at the end of this video, I'll just walk you through how to find your opening balance on Etsy. So I happen to know that this is £9.17. You can choose your reports. If we go to the 12-month reports on here, you'll see that you get a list of dates on here. You can choose any 12-month period that you like. The file will keep working. You don't need to get a new file every year. And whatever you put in here will update. So if you want to run it 2019 from January, you can see that's updated automatically. If I go to the 12-month payment, you see that's automatically now updated to January to December. You can also see that my shop name's now appeared on here as well, and also that I've got the pound sign appearing. That will all happen automatically. Go back to start here. And that's it. Basically, that's all you need to do to start using the file. To then pull in the data, you can see if I go here at the moment, it's blank. There's a couple of dummy lines in here. Please don't delete those because otherwise it'll just affect some of the reports. They'll get overwritten as soon as we update the data. Now, I'll click refresh and this will go to the folder that we created earlier and automatically pull in your report. I think the first time you do this, you'll probably get the error, and hopefully I'll see an error appear in a second. Yep, so you get this really weird error message. I haven't found a way to get rid of this automatically when it first runs. You'll get a second one a minute saying deposits is the same. Right, to get rid of this, we need to just change a setting on the file. So go up here to data. Go to get data and go to the query options. This is basically just updating the program that goes and pulls your data, and it's to do with privacy. Basically it doesn't like linking to a file that's outside of this workbook. What we need to do is just click this ignore the privacy levels. Now it sounds a bit scary. it's only a setting for this current workbook. It won't change anything else to how you use other files or anything else in your Excel or in your documents. It's purely for this workbook, and we need to do that just to make the query work. So once you've done that, if I go back and I hit refresh all data again, and then we go to refresh all reports, we should now see we've got data in here. So basically it's gone and pulled all of the data that we've just downloaded and updated all of your reports going along. So that's it, your file's now ready to start using. So if you want, I'll do a quick I'll do the quick video on how to get your opening balance. Otherwise, you can go straight to part 3 on how to start using your file and what the various reports will show you. This is the second part of part 2, a little add-on just to show you how you can get your opening balance that you need to put into your dashboard template. So we can get this information off Etsy. If you go to your payment account, same as before, so finances, payment account, scroll down until you get to your monthly statements, and I've just kind of brought up here all of the monthly statements that are available on the account that I'm looking at. So depending on where you want to start your downloads, ideally you'd start from October, but if you want to start from later, that's absolutely fine. As an example, I'm just going to use April, just because I know I've got an opening balance on that month. So if I want to start my downloads from April 2019, I need the opening balance at the start of April. So what I need to do is actually go to the month before. So what I need to do is go to March. I pull up my March statement, scroll down a little bit, and you can see there the very final balance that you get at the end of March. That's going to be your opening balance. Basically, your closing balance for March will be your opening balance for April. So that would be the figure that I wanted to put in. If I wanted to do it for, say, January, I would go to December 2018, and we can see there my balance was 0. So if I was starting to use my template from January 2019, I would put 0 in as my opening balance. If you've got a brand new shop that started after October 2018, your opening balance will always be 0, so you don't need to go and look for it. The only one that is slightly different to this is if you actually want to start from October 18, which I would actually recommend if you've got a shop that's been open from before then, because you might as well get all of your downloads into the template. The opening, we don't have a closing balance for September. To show you, if I go to September 2018, we just get the statement saying that it's not available. So what we need to do is go into October, and then scroll down until you get to the very first transactions. There might be a couple of pages, you might need to scroll along. And what you can see is when Etsy actually started up the new payment account on the new format, they transferred in 2 balances. So one was your previous payment account from your sales, the other one was your monthly statement of what you owed to Etsy for your fees. You need to add those 2 together. Hopefully they'll be together at the very start. So my opening balance was 1917, and if you remember, that was what I put into my template to make it work. So there you go. That's all the places you need to go to get your opening balance from Etsy. We now can go on to part 3, which is using your template, what the reports show you, and how to update it on a monthly basis.